Did you ever look into that OBS stuff?
We live now. Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, I looked into it and I'm about to get it.
Yeah,
Because there's a paid one you can get that lets you do everything.
that's what I'm saying. That's better.
Yeah, so
How
I'm
much?
gonna
How
go
much
with
they
that.
want for that?
It ain't much. I forgot.
Okay.
Yo, what up, what up? You already know. Y'all know the routine is you come in, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe. We got Frosty McNasty in the building.
What's up? What's up, everybody?
Yeah, so you know we always give y'all time to come in. Y'all see what the topics are today. We're gonna do plant training and root health. So we're gonna rock out. Y'all go ahead and share this over to Instagram, get some people involved in these conversations, and we'll just rock out for a second.
Yeah, let me get my shares on too.
Yep, I'm gonna do the same thing.
I wonder if I could click out of the screen. Will it stay there? Let me see. Okay, cool.
I stay on the go, got my whole family dependent on me, so I can't even fold. I stay on the go, got me some knowledge, I feel like I found me a part of that gold. I stay on the go, gotta go get it in fast, that's the one thing that I know. I stay on the go, not trying to live in the past, that's why I'm switching the flow. I stay on the more dreams, I wanted more things, I want a whole lot from the gate. Don't want no codeine, don't want to soul me, I want a whole kitchen, not a cake. Trying to do 4 things and build more kings, I ain't never trying to take a break. So many more things I want to go see, so my family never gotta wait. You want accounts, I want to own a bank, really they want to be me, but they can't. Learn about my life and they probably a faint. Crumble too quick when they get in the pain. They want the cars and watches, they be unconscious, still trying to prove to the fakes. Bitch, I'm a monster, sit home, I'm loading my Glock up, make sure my family's safe. So many people depending on me, I just can't throw it away like it's nothing. You trying to level up, following me, I get you lit at the push of a button. I ain't gonna tell you to sell you no dreams, tell you to do anything, I done it. Ain't about to tell you to get off the streets if I don't gotta wait to still get to that money. I stay on the go, got my whole family dependent on me, so I can't even fold. I stay on the go, got me some knowledge, I feel like I found me a part of that gold. I stay on the go, gotta get it in fast, that's the one thing that I know. I stay on the go, not trying to live in the past, that's why I'm switching the flow. I stay on the go.
Yeah. So y'all get some people in here, get them involved in the conversations. We'll give everybody a little bit more time.
Speak up again.
Yeah, am I good?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. How was the week, man? How was the week, man?
Everything was good. Got to harvest that room, get that out the way. That's the end of 2020 right there. I'm ready to turn up now.
Straight up. That's why I can't wait to harvest these 2 rooms so I can start fresh. Even
Yep.
though it's gonna take me a while because I fucked around and man, it, I gotta start. That's my goal for 2021 is to start cutting more clones. Just keep cutting them because I'm always gonna
Yes.
need them. I just gotta cut them, man.
Yep. Always have more than what you need.
Always be cloning, huh?
Yep. That's the name of the game right there. You gotta
Yeah,
be cloned up. And that way, by the time it's time to go in the flower, you could just dwindle it down to the best out of the best of those ones and keep one extra for a mom or whatever. And then you could do what you want to with the extras.
yeah. Because now it's like now I pushed myself so far back. I got the clones ready for the next rooms, but they're small as hell.
So you're gonna have to give them some veg time.
I gotta give them at least 3 weeks.
Yep.
At least
Now,
3 weeks,
if
maybe
you'd
even a
already
month, man.
if you already had some ready, it'd have been good money. You could have just boom.
It would have been great. But these apple fritters going back in, and as soon as I repot those, they just start jumping. So it probably don't even be 3 weeks. I'd be thinking it take that long, but really it'd be like 2 weeks, and you'd be like, damn, it ain't even been that long. And plants
Yep.
just be moving before your eyes, man.
If you could keep the temperature good and keep everything good for them, they ain't gonna stop.
Nope, they was not gonna stop at
They'll
all.
just they'll shoot straight to, especially if it's a vigorous strain too. Now some strains that just take forever because they just take forever. But if
Yeah,
you got one that does at least decent and you veg it right, oh, it cut your veg time down so much.
yeah, apple fritter is great, man. Yo, Rob, what's up? High Desert Blooms, what's up? David, Trap Cheese, Trey Cheese, what's up? Flamingo Jones got Natty in the building. What's up with it?
What up?
Uh,
What up?
I was gonna say though too. Also, when you're taking them clones, the things that have set you back a little bit is having them alive but not living, like not thriving, not under the light at the right spectrum, at the right height. That's a problem of mine also. Like in my room, I got moms in there, I got little babies in there, I got teens in there, I got
Mm-hmm.
a cloner in there, and they're all sharing two lights. And it's like, it's very hard like that. That's why
Yeah,
I
they.
said when I put them in this room, when I put them in the next room, they gonna get all that they need and they gonna be jumping. It probably ain't gonna take that long.
Yeah, no, because they wanting that light right now. So as
Yeah,
soon as it's now that
they
once
want
they
it right
big
now
enough and
for
they could
real.
get to it, man, it's
And they
all.
want that space. They want that space to get
Yep.
that lateral branching out also.
Yep.
So
That.
it'll be all right. It'll go faster than I really think it's gonna go.
Yep. Even with the turn and burn method that I do, I still usually give them a week when I put them in the room just to adjust and then flip them.
Okay. But you switching lights, that's why, right?
Yeah. Yep. Because they're going from T5s to LEDs.
Exactly.
Yep. So it's definitely gonna be an adjustment period because them LEDs throw light like no tomorrow.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
They are bright. Like I really thought it was a hype at first. So when I got my first one, I wasn't thinking nothing of it, and it was only the HLG 240. As soon as I plugged it in, I was like, "Whoa!"
That was my first light. It was a kit, a 240
Yep.
kit. And
Yep.
I had it in veg in like a 4x6 area, and that shit just the brightness just blew my mind, man. I was like, this ain't no T5 right here.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
All that, man. It was
I couldn't
crazy.
believe it. And I was going from double-endeds. So double-endeds is bright until you see like 550s or like the Diablos, man.
Because it's really that spectrum that we can see. You know what I mean? Like we can see that white light. So it's hella bright. It's like way brighter than that orange light, you know?
Yeah,
but,
you could tolerate that orange a lot better too than you can them LEDs.
I find it better with the LEDs. I can go in that room easy.
Yeah, it's when I come out the room, everything looked dark afterwards.
Oh hell yeah! When you come out, when I come out of this place, I'm stepping into the dark front yard, and I'm like, I can't see the dogs. I can't see where they shit at. I don't know what the hell.
Yeah.
And then it's like my camera cell phone flashlight. That shit don't be doing nothing. It's like you gotta close your eyes a little bit to let you readjust.
Yep, that's how they are. Bright as shit. So if anybody was having any second thoughts about LED, stop playing yourself. You holding back on so much electricity and space that you could be using. You just losing all the way around the board.
Yeah, just to talk about the LEDs real quick. It's kind of hard to deny the LEDs that HLG is putting out. And I hate to be that type of person, but a great product is a great product.
And I want people to have a great product.
Yeah, I went from 240 to the 550, and that was a little more red because my 240 was a veg light. The 550 performed so well, I was like, damn, okay. So then I went and got the 650s. When I put them 650s in the room, it was absolutely too much light in there for that room. And I didn't know it was going to be like that. These 8-foot ceilings, and they just, it was too much light. And now I'm hearing that those HLG 650s are supposed to be in like 10-foot ceilings.
Yeah, that you're supposed to run them like Gavitas.
Yeah. I'm talking about 10-foot, 12-foot. They so fucking bright, man.
Yeah, Loki Grow told me that in the beginning because as soon as they dropped, I'm like, bro, why you ain't get the 650? Because there got to be a reason you don't have the Diablos. He said, bro, I ain't got the ceiling height for it.
Yeah, and then I had to. So what I did with that is take them out and put them somewhere else with 8-foot ceilings, but dimmed them down. And then over here with the 7.5-foot ceilings, I just got the 600s, and the 600s are perfect for that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you really got to think about that ceiling height with these LEDs. They ain't no joke. These ain't the bar type low, no heat ones. These push out heat. They put out intensity. They get busy. They get busy.
Yeah, they ain't the ones you could have your plants damn near touching the light on either. I had my last harvest in the big room. All the back section had bleach tips. Every single one of them.
Yeah.
They got way too close to that light, and it bleach tipped almost all of them in the back.
It'll do that. I'm kind of wary on how they talking about the 650 Scorpion can be 12 inches. I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
I do not advise anybody to do that.
Nah,
They
I
said
don't
the
think so.
550s could be like 12 to 18 inches. I disagree with that too. I think you need a little bit more space than that. Those lights are bright.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting some scorpions in probably about 4 or 5 months for those 2 perpetual rooms, and I'll just hang them up on the ceiling like I do everything else.
Yeah,
Just hang them all the way up, turn them all the way up, just hang them all the way to the ceiling, and just treat it like that.
let the
Let the
plants
plants
grow
grow
into
into
it.
them, and I think that spread to be a nice spread because the way they designed it is very nice.
Hell yeah. Hell
All
yeah.
right.
All right. So first topic we're gonna do tonight is plant training. And even when I say plant training, I'm not strictly talking about like bonsaiing a plant or LST or anything like that. You actually have to sculpt your plants into the shape that you want them to be for your room and the way that you're gonna grow it. That you're gonna have to train that plant in some way, shape, or form. You don't want them just shooting straight up. Some people might not have the ceiling height. You might need yours bushier than others. Some people got the height and they want to let them go. So yeah, all of that to me entails plant training.
Yeah, that's true. I think anything you're doing with your plant is kind of plant training. As long
Yep.
as you manipulate in the way that is growing, that's plant training, man.
And you want to manipulate it. You don't want them shooting straight up. You're missing out on so many tops. You're missing out on a lot of stuff. So
You
many
know,
tops.
I was doing some research and I was looking at I know everybody knows that if you top them, the more tops you get, the more yield or whatever.
Hmm.
But it's hard to find a side by side that proves that.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's really hard to prove that.
It's hard to prove it because I've seen plants. I actually, when I look back at my old YouTube videos, the sherbet run I did, that plant wasn't topped, and I got
Yeah,
14 peas out that room.
yeah. I guess it just
So
depends on the way you had to use more of them.
we was putting about 80 in them, 5 gallons.
Yeah.
It's stuffing them, good stuffing them. So
Yeah.
yeah, man. I think it's I think you like we say all the time, you gotta know the strain you're growing also. Because some of them don't want to be bothered and they'll just grow crazy. They'll spread out on their own. You know, I had a road
Yep.
dog OG like that. Like you top it one time and it just you didn't need to top it. It just blossoms into like a big ass flower. Like it's just crazy how it's just so many tops and they all just meet at the top. And you don't have to do nothing. It was hard. Just
Yep.
crazy,
Yo,
man. It was crazy.
yo, Frosty, just go ahead. I'm just grabbing something to drink real quick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. So it's like you gotta know them plants, man. Every plant don't grow the same. Every plant don't stack the same or anything. So after you grow it the first time, maybe sometimes if you're doing it like in a 10, just grow it straight up and then write down those numbers that you get from that yield or that harvest. Write down those numbers. And then if you're used to that plant or you like that plant, grow it again and this time train it more and see what happens. Because sometimes you'll get a huge cola and a lot of secondaries that equal up to the same amount of a bunch of smaller tops that you would get by topping it a lot of times and coming up with a lot of different heads on it. So you really just got to know that plant, you know? Um, yeah, 12-foot ceiling height. Yeah, high desert, 12-foot ceiling heights for LEDs. That's true. Maybe 10. Yeah, it's a lot of light, man. It's a lot of light. Uh, yeah, as far as the
I'm back.
training goes, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm glad you
something
came
else
back.
like the Poly Shore, that's not a strain that you have to really go crazy on the training with. It'll just do it by itself.
You don't.
If you
You
do
really don't.
train that one, you may wind up with way too much.
I was telling them that sometimes you get a plant that grows big colas and has a lot of secondaries that add up to the same amount of yield that you would have got if you would have had multi tops. Because
Yep.
don't get me, because seriously, once you have multi tops, you are suffering from the from that bud getting as big as it would if it was just that one bud.
Yeah, got to spread that energy out now.
Yeah, so you might get a lot of nice colas, but it just depends, man. It really depends on that strain.
Yeah, because peanut butter cookie, that's not a strain you want to let go by itself. You want to get a lot of tops on that because they're not going to give you like the giant colas regardless. So since they're going to be a little smaller, and you want to get as many branches on that as you want to, as you can.
Exactly, exactly. Like the apple fritter, if you got tops, they're gonna grow. More tops
Yep.
the better. They're gonna get big and they're gonna do their thing. But a lot of plants don't. A lot of plants just spread that energy and just have nice stuff at the top.
Yep, I noticed.
What kind of plant training techniques have you been like involved with? Anything crazy or what? Just the regulars?
Mainly just scrogging. That's to me, that's the most efficient one. Is scrogging. If you're gonna do that kind of training, get them big, set the net just below them, fold them out, let them come through, and let them go.
Okay. Now you say you get the net just below them?
Yeah, when I set the net, I set it just below where the tops are, so that way I could fold them down a little bit. Gives me a little bit of a chance to let more branches get to them, because now they're shorter compared to if I just left them alone and they just shot straight to the top. I'll be running into some issues.
Yeah, one guy I was talking to from Instagram, Architect22 on Instagram, his trellis, his scrog always filled out perfectly, and he just said he gets them how he wants them, and then he puts the net like right above them, and lets them grow in, and then as they grow in, he just moves it around the squares, and it just fills in like that.
Yeah, I normally set 2 nets, so it's hard to like try to squeeze in between the two to be able to do it. So I do it just below, because I'm gonna set another layer of net right on top of that, maybe a foot on top of that, and then I'll let them go through to the second one.
Okay. So you said about a foot between each net?
Yep.
You ever go 3 high or what?
3 nets?
Yeah.
No, and I probably only needed 2 once. There was only one time that I overgrew some plants and I would have needed a 3rd net. It was Polyshore.
Okay, yeah, I need a 3rd net in that breeding chamber. Them motherfuckers hella tall, man. They grew up quick. Yeah, the training I see that I would love to do if I had the space and just the time is like LST.
Or you could just use more plants, like because the people who use rock wool, they just load the tables up. They don't really care about how many tops are on the plant, because there's so many plants. It's still gonna even out to the same thing, and they just let them go straight up. But they got huge ceiling height, so it doesn't matter how tall their plants really get.
Exactly.
So they can afford to just let them shoot straight up. But a lot of us are home growers. We're limited on height.
Yeah. So usually for like home growers, but it depends how you're doing. Though, like you got enough room to use a trellis. A lot of people don't even have enough room to use a trellis. So like I figure LST would be great for them because they could just use that pot as a training method and just spread the branches out some and let all those inner branches fill out.
Yep. Every time I tried that method, they wind up just toppling over at the end though.
Oh, you still need something to support it.
Yeah, so I'll tie them down and they'll fold out perfectly. But then once the buds start getting heavy towards the end, they're gonna start leaning.
Makes sense. That makes sense. And I didn't think about that.
They are a little stronger.
Most times you see that people's plants be hella sturdy
because they be small.
Like, yeah.
They usually keep them small.
Squat.
Yep. So, but if you're gonna let them do their thing after that and they're gonna get big, you still gonna need something.
And most of the pictures you see of the training techniques, they never are in their last days.
Nope.
They always got like 2 more weeks to go, and they ain't start carrying that weight yet to make them fall over.
Yep, because after a while they get they lean on no matter what, because they're done.
That's how you know they finished, man. If their plants ain't leaning yet, leaning off to one side, they not finished, man. I go into the backyard room every day, and that shit just leaning more and more and more. Just getting more and more weight, and I'm getting happier and happier and happier. I got another one. Man.
The Bacciao was gelato 33?
41.
41, okay.
Yeah. And I'm mad I didn't get this shit sooner. I love the smell, the look.
I thought the 33 was the good one.
33 is great, but this one has that. It's different.
Okay.
It's different. Don't get me wrong. 33 is my favorite, man, but I haven't tried this one yet, so I don't know. You know.
Yeah, I'm hearing good. It's looking good too.
Yeah, that shit looks great.
Hell yeah.
Great.
Yeah, but I feel like if you got limited height, you're gonna have to do some kind of training to your plants to up your yield, because you don't have the advantage that the big scale growers got, where they in a warehouse with unlimited ceiling height. So
what else do you do?
Besides scrogging, leaf stripping. like sometimes in veg, instead of topping them to slow them down, I'll just strip them all. Especially if I know they got like 2 weeks left to recover, I'll just strip them all. Makes my life easier later on when they got to go in the room anyway.
Okay. So stripping them down to like what, butt naked? That'll just slow them down.
Yep. But they'll branch out afterwards. So you'll wind up with more tops afterwards because now everything is getting light and it'll bounce right back. Like when you do it, you think, okay, they're gonna need a couple weeks. You go in there 6 days later and they right back.
Yeah, they don't. They don't need no time.
Yeah,
I had somebody ask me today, and I was talking about the one note and flip I'm doing in the tent, and he's like, you got some herms? I'm like, no. Like, what the fuck is y'all talking about herms all the time for? I don't get herms.
They say that if you strip your plants, it's gonna stress them out, and then once they're stressed,
I don't know what y'all talking about.
They must not see what these plants go through in the wild when the 60-mile-an-hour winds come or when animals chew on them. Like
all that.
Yeah.
Different temperature swings. I showed a picture of my temperature swing for the back room, and people are like, oh, that's too big, man. I wouldn't suggest that. That's no good, man. That's gonna be terrible. I'm like, bro, that's the best room I got going. You know what I mean? Like
you can't deny results.
Man.
It's the grower myths. It's these myths that been passed down for so long. Like, no, you gear hermit because it was an unstable genetic to start off with. They said that about Girl Scout cookie. Don't give it too much heat or don't give it too much. I grow Girl Scout cookie the same way I grow everything else, and it turns out fine.
It's a fucking plant.
It's a plant. Yeah, you think you're stressing this plant out. This plant was built to go through way more than pulling a leaf off.
Yeah, for real. Y'all excuse me if I sound kind of stuffy, man. I'm getting over a little cold. It ain't COVID, just a little sniffle.
Like they get knocked over by groundhogs and all sorts of stuff. Roots dug up a little bit. They go through a lot and they still make it. They don't harm. That's a grower's myth right there.
That's Mother Nature, man. Mother Nature ain't to be fucked with or killed off easily. You can't fuck that up.
It's a weed. It's a weed. They grow through concrete. Like you don't have to worry about stressing this plant out. It was built for tough. Like it's ready for that.
Yeah.
And I also I normally do for topping. I'll normally just do the grandmaster level method. Just pull the top 2 leaves off and let it keep going like that.
You know, I think I'm too lazy for that, so I kind of just top my plants. That's what I always do. I just top them. I just top them and keep topping them until I'm satisfied with my little bush. My heads and stuff on there, then that's it.
Both methods work.
They do work, man. They work. As long as your plant is healthy, they're going to work. You don't want to top or play with or bend or do nothing to a sickly plant. If you got a sickly plant, throw it in the green bin or bring that shit back to health before you do anything crazy.
Yep.
I had some I don't know if anybody in the chat know about the Migos in California, but I went into a backyard. These motherfuckers had the plants crawling on the ground like a spider. They trained them to grow on the ground. It was so fucking weird, man.
That's crazy.
It was so weird, man. I'm talking about they just bend it over immediately and just start letting it grow like that and keep putting it on the ground. And it looked like a damn spider with hella buds coming up out of it.
They grow it like a watermelon. Yeah, they grow it like a watermelon vine.
Basically like that, but just buds though. Hella
That's
low.
Crazy.
It was crazy, man.
I wonder what they pulling in something like that.
I don't know, man. It was big buds on there. Was just all off the main branch. You know, the main branch. Every little branch is going to turn into a main branch if it's at the top.
Yep.
So the way they did it was just put that main branch on the bottom on the ground and let that grow on the ground, and all those little secondary little bitty branches just became the tops, and those grew the plant. But it grew like it was just like a patch on the ground, but it had nothing but buds. It was crazy, man.
That's crazy.
Crazy, man. There's so many ways to train your plant.
And they didn't get it. Anything. They didn't get any herms, right?
Hell no.
Yeah, the people got to stop listening to that. Don't be afraid to strip your plants. They are all right. They'll grow the leaves right back. They'll be fine.
And training your plant could be fun. Also, if you ever seen Mendo Dope, they grew like one of the tallest cannabis plants just by kept on pruning it.
Yep.
It was like 20-something feet. They grew plant in a vines kind of style to make a recording booth. Like these
Oh,
plants are
that was
gonna
crazy.
grow.
Yep.
That was dope, man.
That was dope.
That was the dopest shit I said. I was like, what?
Dope.
Can you imagine the vibe you feeling in there making fucking weed music in a weed booth?
That's
crazy.
crazy. That's crazy. The way that Mendo dope train, period. Like they get some of the biggest plants you're gonna see. That's from good training.
They get busy, man. Just train them.
Yeah.
Figure out what works for you and the strain that works well with it, and you get busy.
Yep.
What you think about like super cropping?
It works.
I only super crop if I need to, if the plant's getting too big.
Yeah, that's when I'll just chop a big ass top off of it and just let it go.
Yeah. No, sometimes it's like sometimes I'll be in flower and it's like
yeah. I'm bending it over.
Yeah, just bend it over. That's fine.
Yep, that works great too. Hopefully you train your plants before that and you don't wind up with that problem.
High Desert Blooms just said, Frosty, that's how we used to do it. Vine it out all the way around the yard, only 1 foot high. That's crazy, man.
That's new to me.
It's dope. If you see it, you'll be like, what the fuck? Like you under the radar, and it looked crazy, man.
Just buds sticking up out the ground like it's just a bunch of mini autoflower plants.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
It's a trip, man.
It's a good idea, though. That is a training method that I have not heard of.
Idea. It's a great idea. When I first seen it, I was like, I'm not going to do it. But for y'all to do that just to stay low, you know what I mean? That's dope.
Nope. And another reason I always went with training methods like scrogging them out or something, because I never wanted to deal with yo-yos or none of that. I never wanted to have to clip those to the light and not be able to reach through, and I couldn't deal with that. So I knew I had to train these.
Fuck a yo-yo.
Nah, hell, I can't deal with that shit. I used to see people hang 10, 15 of them around their HPSs, the whole buds up. No, bro, put another net on there.
Yeah, that's too much for me.
Yeah, very old school too. Y'all got to step into the future.
When the bud's that big and it just want to drop down, just flop down. I don't care.
My only fear about that is mold building underneath it.
Yeah, and it is another thing too. Also, if you lift it up, it'll be green on the other side.
Oh, if I'm not getting no light.
Yeah, it's crazy. It'll be green on that side and purple on the other side.
Yo, that's crazy.
So this time I really gotta fucking trellis the hell out of my room for these apple fritters, man, and make sure everything is sturdy. I think I'm gonna build I'll probably just build a long PVC cage and then just put the trellis over that so I can have some sturdiness, some rigidity to it.
Yep.
Because the way I have it now, it's like the plant's just too heavy. They just move the net every damn where, and I can't like hold it up nowhere.
That's why I'd always do 2 layers of net, because it's gonna happen, especially if you set it up the way you did. Like those fritters was healthy from start. You knew those was about to go crazy.
I was trying to get my tomato cages on them, but they blew up too big. I couldn't put tomato cages over them.
Out of all of the newest strains that's out, that might be the biggest yielding hype strain that's out. Most of them don't throw buds the way that fritter does.
No, they don't, man.
A lot of the newer strains, they don't throw buds like that. That thing is crazy. Just spears everywhere.
Everywhere. That's why I got to run that.
Yeah, and you definitely gonna want to give it some supports.
Yeah, a lot of it. But I like tomato cages though. I'm not gonna lie, I like tomato cages.
They work fine.
You just can't let them grow. You can't flip the tomato cage plants when they're, say, about 6 inches away from the top, because they're gonna grow through that, and then they're gonna bend over, and now you back with another fucking problem.
That's why Medicropper used to have to tomato cage and then put a layer of net over the top of the tomato cages.
Yeah, seriously. That's what you have to do. And that works. That works cool. I did that before. That works cool.
You're gonna need a watering system for that.
Yeah, you got to. This next system I'm putting in there, it's gonna be the same system, but I gotta make sure I get all that drip clean in there every time.
Yep,
every run, I gotta run it with drip clean.
After you said that, the first thing I did was order some drip clean.
Yep, for real. Because right now, man, I'm up in here every morning 6:30, on my hands and knees, sticking wands through the fucking canopy and just watering every fucking morning.
After you
Yeah.
already put in all of the work to build the watering system for that room.
Exactly.
I
Fucking
hated that. Yeah.
silly man. I'm tripping.
Used to drive me nuts. That's what made me switch from Jackson, because I knew that was the reason that the lines kept getting clogged. But had I been using Drip Clean, I still may not have had that issue. Or Yucca. Yucca's another good one.
Yeah, I was kind of mad that it did that because I got two different screens of protection on there.
Yeah, that's
Like
crazy.
filters. Like I got a wide filter on there and a line filter on there. And it's still doing that shit. So that salt is real, man. You gotta really just run stuff in it.
Yeah, you got to make sure that nothing stays in there. Yucca's
Yeah.
another good one. You can get it from raw NPK for cheap too. Get some yucca.
Yeah.
It kind of works like soap almost. It's a surfactant, so nothing will really be able to stick to the inside of the lines or anything. Yucca's definitely a good, kind of like Drip Clean, except I think Drip Clean eats away at the salt, doesn't it?
Yeah, it'll eat that shit up.
Yeah, so I'd rather use Drip Clean.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Don't want to add nothing else in there. Put that shit, have that shit all stuck.
Yeah, no. So yeah, plant training super important, but it's gonna be based on the way that you run your room. Yes. So if you're doing tomato cages, you can't do the same method that I want to do.
Yeah, man. I like the scrog though. I really want to keep it like that. I just gotta, like I said, I gotta find some better supporting system.
I say that's how you get the biggest yields is the scrog net, because you make sure that you fill every section of the room. Everything underneath that net is full, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And you want to get a fan underneath the canopy after you do that too, because it gets so dense on top of it that wind won't make it to the bottom.
That's true.
So that's another heads up for people, because it get real dense at the top. So none of that wind's gonna make it to the bottom. So you're gonna want to get a fan under the canopy too.
Yeah, that's true.
Things you got to factor in as you go with your training system.
What are the plant training techniques?
There's leaf stripping. Some of the other ones don't really make sense. Yeah, it's just it's some training methods that just I've heard some crazy ones. I don't like the bonsai method, to be honest.
Bonsai?
Yeah, where they just like from the moment the plant coming up, they just bending it over and trying to make one plant give them as many branches as it can. That is such a waste.
Mainlining.
Oh, that is such not a good idea to me.
It looks like it'll work. It just looks like that's some shit you do with one plant. Like you're a one plant type of grower. Yeah. You're not gonna do that shit in a room full of plants.
And who the hell's growing one plant anymore? Just one big ass plant. Just man, if you don't put 3 plants in there,
yeah. Stuff the room.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Stuff the room, hit it with some fucking light.
I never like big pots, less plants. That I never liked that idea. Nothing dries out at the same time. You can't get anything really uniformed. It makes everything so much more difficult.
Yeah, it is a happy medium with that. You know, I think 5 gallon is the highest you should go indoor, period.
Facts.
Yeah, period, man. Anything bigger than that, you really got to let that shit veg for so long to let those roots really get all the way in there good, man. And that's just too much fucking time. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm. And you're bringing us into the next topic, but somebody got a question for you. Do you see it?
What's that? How often do you mix your res? I mix my res when the res is empty.
Yep.
When it's empty, I rinse it all out, pour that shit out, fill it back up with that almighty tap, let that sit for a day, come back, throw my nutrients in there, and that one's ready. So I alternate. I got 2 reservoirs for when the other one's getting ready. And I just alternate. Just keep alternating.
Yeah, I got a 30-gallon res. I got to fill it every 4 days, something like that. Because when it starts getting low, the pressure isn't enough to get it all the way through. So you don't even want to let it get to the bottom.
Yeah. What kind of pump you using?
A sub pump.
Yeah, I know. What kind though?
I don't know the brand. I think I got it from Home Depot.
Yeah, okay. I use the Little Giants. Those motherfuckers work, man.
Oh yeah, I got one of those too.
That's my
Those,
favorite pumps.
that's a beast. I
That's my
love that
favorite
pump.
pump, man. I
I
got 3
love
of them
that pump.
motherfuckers. I need another one.
There is no better pump than the Little Giant.
They work, man. They pick up everything.
Everything straight
They
to
get
not
all
a
the way to
drop
like an
left in
eighth
the
of an
bottom.
inch. Like
Yep.
an eighth of an inch.
Yep. So I
But
just
you don't want to drink that far down because all that sediment is still at the bottom. No matter what I say or anybody say, when you mix that res, there's gonna be sediment at the bottom.
hell yeah.
It's never gonna be all the way clear, man. You
Never.
can see to the bottom, but when it's done, you're gonna see the sediment at the bottom.
That's why you got to clean your res out.
That's why you got to clear it up every time.
That's what anyone who says that there's not going to be nothing at the bottom of this by the time you're done, they're crazy. They would never have to clean their res out.
Yeah, they're lying.
Yeah.
All these fucking liars.
Yeah.
It's
We
so
going to keep it.
and this and that. No, it's not.
No.
Nothing's like that. This is plant food. We don't eat clear food. Get the fuck out of here.
There's going to be sediment to everything. Your juice got sediment in it and it's supposed to be pulp free. You can't get everything.
Yeah, 7 Field Beast Coast. Okay. Film versus topping.
What's the difference?
Film is fuck I missed. That's like topping, but you split the top in half, and
Okay, that's too
supposedly
much.
it grows 4 tops from that.
That's too much.
That's doing too much. That's doing too much for me to even think about. Let me get half of this top. No, I'm about to just slide my
pluck this
finger.
whole thing off.
I'm about to slide my finger down and knock off that little tip and move on to the next top.
Yep.
So no filming. We ain't doing none of that filming. We just top, or grab the 2 leaves and do it like that.
Yep.
I have did it like that, the 2 leaves, and it works. Everything works. All this shit works. But it's just like, for me, the easy use is just slide my finger down and rubbing that little top right off.
Yep. I thought femming was the exact same thing, except you got to get real intricate and try to split this in half instead of pop. Pop the top off. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. It's like, to film, you could pinch it, but you really got to like open it, get scissors, and then cut it right in half. And I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing
60 plants? No.
That's like hours of work, man. It's hours for me to top 60 plants. Once they already got heads and I want to go back in there and top them all, that's hours.
Yeah, no, I'm not going through all that. I'm not going through all of that. But it brings us into the next thing that you was talking about, which is root health.
One more from Kenny real quick.
Go ahead.
He said maybe get a mixer to mix it 15 on, 15 off, 24/7 helps with salt buildup. And I understand what you're saying, Kenny, but no.
And you're warming your water up every time that you do that.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me because I don't care about the sediment at the bottom.
No.
It doesn't matter. If the plants get a little bit of that shit or whatever happens to it, it's like, okay, it's about to come back with a fresh load right now. Yep. You know what I mean? It's okay.
You're going to get the salt buildup no matter what.
The one thing about me and the one thing I'm always going to be like, I don't want to go around just spending money because shit looks cool.
Yep.
That's fine to do if you really just want everything to look nice. And I want stuff to look nice also, but spending hella money and just thinking about little silly shit like that, I'm not going to do that.
No.
I'm not going to do no extra shit, man. If it's in there at the bottom, it's in there at the bottom. Oh, well. Once I'm done with this res, and usually I have like about 2 or 3 inches of water left, I don't never just suck up all of the water because I know that shit's at the bottom. Yep. So I just pick up the reservoir, switch it around. I'm kind of big, so maybe y'all can't do this, but I just pick the reservoir up, switch it around, and then pour that shit out. And then sack with some more water and do it all over again. It's no big deal. A lot of people want to spend money, you know. And I'm gonna come out with some products for y'all that just want to spend money. I'm gonna come out with some shit. I want to see how bad y'all want to spend this shit.
Yep.
Because it seems like y'all own it. So I like it.
Again, this is why they target the cannabis industry with a whole bunch of expensive same things. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give you this watering system. It's the same as the last one, but we upgraded it and here, pay $100 more for it. I gotta go get it. It's the new one. Yeah.
And if you listen to the shit they say to sell it, it's like, bro, just stop. Right? This the same old shit from China that everybody got. The same
Facts.
shit. China make all that shit.
All of it. And the same factory.
And
You
if you
just
say
got
it's
your
the
name on the
American,
package.
even if you get it from an American company, the American company outsourced it from China. So
Oh,
it
yeah.
ain't nothing special. It's just you just buying what you want to buy. That's it.
They put their stamp on it.
Yep.
Yeah, you buying it because they put their stamp on it. Don't, no, I'm not. But and people who are running microbes, I hope that you're not blending it up with a pump or anything inside of your res, because you're just killing your microbes all over again.
Damn. Talk about that. What you saying?
Well,
I don't
yeah, they
use
got
microbes. So tell them what they need to hear though.
Yeah, as soon as you turn that pump on, that pump has like a fan in the bottom of it. That is just going to destroy all your microbes as you keep on mixing it up.
Aren't the microbes like microscopic though? Can't they handle that?
Maybe, possibly.
Yeah, I don't know. The
I wouldn't
microbes,
even risk it.
the microbes. I don't know, man.
None
I'm
of it
not
makes
doing
sense.
that. I'm not
Root,
doing that. The plant ain't alive long enough for me to baby that shit. It ain't no cancer patient that I knew all my life, and I want to make sure the end of his life is going to be very sweet. I'm not.
man,
It's not like that to me. It's make
this
sure
plant got
make sure they
56 to
get what they get.
63. Yeah,
What'd you
go
say?
ahead. Nah, go ahead.
You said 56 to 63 days.
To live, that's it. And then you out of
That's it.
here. Then you out of here.
Mm. And I got your babies to replenish you. Don't worry.
I got you. And I'm gonna
Don't
treat you
worry.
right. And during this 56 to 63 days, I got you.
Yeah.
But am I trying to build a fungal colony in this one little pot for 63 days? No, it's not necessary.
That's too much time. I'm thinking about expanding. I'm thinking about building more rooms. Who garage could I use?
Exactly.
Who ready to get down?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about shit like that. I can't
Facts.
be thinking about putting little funguses and all kind of microbes and shit in some damn soil. That's man.
With a synthetic nutrient.
Nah. Let the strain, let the cultivar, the genotype, the phenotype, let that do the work.
Exactly.
Let that do all the work for you. You just make sure it got nitrogen when it needed, potassium when it needed, and phosphorus when it needed. You just make sure those three things, and the plant is going to take care of everything else. And make sure you got the right temperatures going on. And that's a big variance of temperatures. Don't let them confuse you. Don't let them tell you 75 and 50 is the end all be all, or 84 and this and that with LEDs is the end all be all. That shit is going to grow in a various ways, man. Numerous ways. So don't just keep it at a good point, and the plant's gonna do its thing.
Exactly.
Don't even think about it too much.
No, just leave the plant alone.
If the plant got water in there, you know it's good. Don't even look in there today. Just go back tomorrow.
Yep.
See something different. You know what I mean? Don't even trip. Just make sure the light's on.
I'm running Mammoth P and don't think there's much difference in the soil. It's not. I ran Mammoth P. It did absolutely Nathan.
The only difference with Mammoth P that I do know, it's a big difference too, guys. Y'all listening? The biggest difference in Mammoth P is the difference in your pocket. It's about $200 out your pocket.
Facts.
Okay.
The small bottle's like $100.
Yeah. So that's the big difference.
That's the huge difference. Somebody said, how's Floraflex working for you? It's working great for me.
Yeah, it's working good, man.
It's a nutrient. It's a nutrient.
It's a nutrient. And after this, I'm gonna switch it up on y'all again and go to Athena. What's up? I'm gonna keep switching shit. So don't get used to me just claiming a nutrient company. I don't owe these niggas nothing.
Nope.
I'm just using shit and just finding out what I like. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So the guy, Alex from Athena, keep calling me. Not keep calling me, call me about once a month. Just want to talk more about his product, and I'm kind of understanding what their thing is. It's a sterile product. They don't fuck with microbes, which I'm already on that hype.
Yep.
They want it cleansed or to go through drip lines. So they got their line of cleanse. You put that in each time. You know what I mean? They got their own little cow mag. So they got a few things. I just want to see if I'm ready to buy different bottles. And I'm not right now. So maybe next
it's
fall.
A liquid nutrient?
Huh?
It's a liquid nutrient?
It's liquid, and they got a blended line. They got a blended line, a pro line. The pro line is like sauce.
Okay.
but they come in like 10-pound bags, 25-pound bags, and they suggest you use the whole bag in one reservoir.
What? What
Yeah,
size res are
because
they talking about?
okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's called the Pro line. Those are for the big boy reservoirs. I
Okay.
ain't got that yet. You know what I
Nah.
mean? So that's not for me. So the blended line will be for me, and that's just liquid. And
Okay.
theirs is like made to pump. They talking about 3 EC. They talking about pump them. You could pump them with this shit. And all I'm
Okay.
hearing is just dollar signs, dollar signs. I'm like, this sound expensive. It
Yeah.
sound expensive. So I'm gonna give it a try, because he's gonna send me out some stuff for a grow. So I'm gonna give it a try later on. But
Is
it's
it
no
an expensive
guarantees.
nutrient?
Is it?
Yeah.
Man, Floraflex expensive to me.
Yeah.
Coming from Jack's, all this shit is expensive to me.
Yeah. Canna expensive too. When I was using
Yeah.
Canna hella expensive.
Yeah, but then when I break it down, like if I'm spending $500 for 2 runs, that's not expensive to me.
No, hell, well
You
worth
know
it.
what I'm saying? I gotta
Well
break
worth
it down like that. I can't think about how much it is. I
up
gotta
front.
think about how many runs I can get out of it. Now, if I'm running those 2 rooms and I only had to buy a little more full tilt, then that's kind of cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
That's not too bad. But compared to Jack spending like 180 and getting 4 or 5 runs out of it, there's no
Bruh.
comparison. There's
Bruh.
no comparison.
That I bought I bought the Jacks maybe like a year and some change ago. The only thing I'm missing right now is the master formula.
The master formula?
The master blend or what the because you got the calcium nitrate, the Epsom salt, and the base one.
Hydroponics.
Yeah, yeah.
You got Jack's Hydro. That's a 5, 12, 26. And the Cal Nitrate is 1500, and then Epsom
Yep.
salt.
Yep. So the main
And
one.
I might go back to Jack's. I still got a lot of that shit left. I just wanted to see what these drip lines talking about. But it depends on how I'm growing. It depends on what nutrient I use. If I use the open flow system, I could use whatever the fuck I want.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that way, I want to be cost effective as possible. In my breeding room, I'm like, what the fuck do I need the best, the best, the best, the best? I'm about to go back to Mega Crop. That's cheap as shit. So I'm using Mega Crop in there. You know what I mean?
And it will serve its purpose.
Yeah, tester runs. I'm using Mega Crop. I'm not spending no money for that. Put a cup in there and mix it up, and that's it. So with
Yep.
the nutrients, don't get me to saying like, oh, Frosty, he uses this and he uses that only, and that's all he uses. Like, no, I use everything and I try everything.
Yep.
So don't close me in on that. You
And I
know,
won't. Y'all should think the same way. Y'all not stuck to just using anything. You don't owe these nutrient companies nothing. They are not paying you to promote with whatever product they have. If you feel the need to switch. It's nutrients. As long as you follow instructions, you ain't gonna burn your plants.
this how expensive this shit is. They're giving it to you for 40% off if you know the right code or whatever.
Yep.
They know it's expensive as shit, but they know they can get you with that 40% off. And even with the 40% off, I'm still coming out $480. That's a lot of money.
Ooh.
It's a lot of money, man. But I'm
Yeah.
running.
Yo, that means
Huh?
that shit is almost $1,000.
Yes, my shit came up to like 790 something. Then I put I think MedGrower 40% code in, went down to 480. I'm like, okay, let me try it. But it did handle the big room and a little room, and I still got some left on the V. I got a lot of the V1, V2, and I got about a fourth of the B1 and B2, and I had to buy some more full tilt because full tilt, that little 5-pound bag ain't shit. You need 8 fucking grams a gallon that last
Ooh.
week and 4 on the ones before that. So it's like that shit is.
You know what? That's why for bloom boosters, I always use raw NPK nutrients because they're probably using the exact same ingredient that's in raw NPK nutrients. So I just use their phosphorus and potassium.
It's like right? You know what's going on, but you wanna prove it to yourself and prove it to other people to see if they see the difference. So you can kind of like myth bust yourself, myth bust the company, not trying to go against nobody, but just kind of be sensible and practical, right?
Yep.
So I'm running this shit knowing all the while that the extra potassium and phosphorus I could get by just adding more to B2. I mean, what's the big difference, really?
Yeah.
Like, that's in that. Just like your A's and B's are nutrients, that's really all you need is the A and B.
Oh
You
yeah.
don't need to add the extra shit. You
No.
don't need it. You could just boost up the B more, boost up the A, whichever one the numbers are at. So,
Yep.
got a question. Hold on. He said, floor flex is clogging your lines, right? Is it open flow? No. On one side is open flow, so it's no clogs. The other side is drip emitters, and those are pressure compensated. So they have to go through a hole about the size of a fucking needle, maybe, pushed
Mhm.
out, and then drip down into the plant. So that little hole gets clogged up. The open flow is like I think those a quarter inch. So
Mhm.
that's not going to get clogged pretty much ever. You
Was
can't
it the
clog that
jacks
shit
that
up.
clogged the line, or was it the floor flex?
Dorflex is clogging the line.
Okay.
Yeah, but those are those emitters. I'm supposed to use the drip clean with Floorflex. They told me that. I asked them. They was like, yeah, you sort some sort of drip clean once a week to keep your lines clear. And I was like, okay. But when I mixed it, I seen it so fucking clear. I just got sidetracked and stopped thinking about it. I was like, this is
Yep.
the clearest shit I ever seen. This gonna
Yeah.
work. You know what I mean? But that's my lesson learned. I'm always moving too fucking fast. So
Yep, missed the small steps. I
yeah,
should have been using it too. The jacks probably wouldn't have been an issue had I been using drip clean. It was probably just salt buildup from shit that I could have avoided.
I don't know, man. Jack's
It did
clogged my
not
what's the name stuff
it
though.
did not dissolve good for me, and I'm in the
Yeah,
open flow.
that's what I'm saying. They clogged my Y filters up. They clogged that shit up so quick.
Yeah,
So it didn't even make it to be a problem on the other side. It was just the filters. Like Jax didn't dissolve like that. But
nah,
Jax is a great nutrient. If you hand
hell
feed
yeah,
it or something like that, that's one of the best nutrients. I really love it. It's
me
just
too.
not made for that type of system. It's just not.
Nope, did a good
I don't
job
know how
though.
the fuck I don't know how Green Jeans is doing that system. You're not telling us what he's using to like get all those sediments, not to get to those hoses, man. I don't understand it.
I don't know. Everybody else said they didn't have that problem, but I'm like, man, me and a couple of people I know did.
Maybe I'm not using warm water.
I did.
I don't have warm water here.
I
I
used
got
warm water, so I got the same results you got.
oh, okay. So shit, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
That's a
because I
lot to
got
mix.
yeah, hey, didn't work for me.
Just didn't work.
Just didn't work.
Yep.
I used piping hot water a few times, and you can still see it in the picture.
Damn. Yeah.
It's mainly the calcium nitrate. That's what I seen the most of in the bottom of the res was the calcium nitrate.
Okay. Really? Because that one mixed up pretty well for me. It mixed up to like a bluish color, kind of.
I don't know. I might have had a different because
And
Jack's got a couple of different formulas.
yeah, they used to have some blue balls for the cal nitrate, and they
Yeah,
had some white ones.
now I seen Titan use the blue ones and they dissolved fine for them, but I had the white
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah. See, those dissolved fine. The only problem was that the hydroponic. That shit
That
had hella stuff in it. That was
it was
just lingering
sandy.
around.
It's very sandy.
Yeah, Sandy. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
Dax, but
definitely.
Dax is great, like for ebb and flow or open flow system.
Oh hell yeah.
Um, Christian, I'm calling you out because you asked a lot of questions about that. You got to understand the difference between the open flow and the pressure compensated emitters. Look those up so you can kind of understand what I'm talking about. Because pressure
Yeah.
compensation, it means it's stopping that open flow and giving a different rate of a gallon per hour. So that could be very, very small to open flow. And you just got to understand that. Then you understand exactly what I'm saying.
Yep. Because the
Uh,
lines definitely are very different from the pressure compensated ones. They got to make sure that everything is getting the exact same thing and none is letting more through than the other one. Because
exactly.
pressure will automatically make it that some are going to get a little bit of a better flow than other ones.
And you guys, if you're using open flow, make sure you got a loop system
Oh
from
yeah.
the hose from the pump, like to loop itself. Like so, basically, like tee it off, and then just make a circle or a rectangle or whatever, but make it all go in one continuous loop. So then, when the pressure does go out, it goes out mostly even. If you don't do that, you're going to get all your water in the plants closest to the pump, and that's gonna fuck you up big time.
Yep. You can only do that like outdoor and long fields where you could just run a line. That's not going to work when you trying to pressurize a line. You're going to want to loop. I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, you will learn it the hard way.
Yeah,
Chris Avery might have hit it. It says if you use tap water with jacks, the calcium doesn't dissolve all the way.
Boom.
That might be what it is, because that's what I use, tap water.
Me too.
So with RO, it seems to do better.
So it might be blending with the calcium that's inside of our water and not dissolving all the way.
That sounds kind of scientific right there. Now I can understand something.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Chris.
Yep. Yeah. I don't like RO water though. I think it's
yeah, I'm not fucking with the RO.
It's a waste of water. There's people in places that can't get to no water, and we just sitting there wasting it.
Just for that? That's crazy.
No. Yeah, I seen my grass. I seen the trees in my yard. I seen my vegetables all grew fine. And my outdoor plants all grew fine out of the water that came out the hose. Ain't nobody adding jacks to their grass.
What's up, 813? Let us know if you want to tap in, man. It's all good. I ain't tripping.
I was waiting to see him in here. I didn't even know if he was still up.
Have you found a product that noticeably makes a difference on your root health?
No. Every time I see a difference on my root health, it's because of me.
This type of shit, I know people are probably like, man, y'all playing, man. I swear to God, I'm not playing. I done tried Great White. I done tried Roots Accelerator. I done tried Rhizotonic. I done tried fucking all kind of mycorrhizae, extreme gardening, Azos, Mycos,
everything.
Man, that shit had you psyched out.
Water and let your drybacks be on time, and you're gonna have massive root systems. Boom.
That's it.
That's it. If you overwater, your roots is gonna be dirt. They ain't gonna they don't like wet feet. So if you overwater, no, you ain't gonna have no roots. If you get good drybacks and you water on time, you're gonna be good.
Yep. Go ahead and hold it down. I'm gonna try to find something.
I got you. Yeah, so you guys just make sure that you water on time, let your drybacks come, and you're going to be good to go. None of that other stuff is going to determine how well your roots are. And I've used it all, everything, Mammoth P, everything. Saw absolutely no difference with or without it. First off, I don't even know what my roots look like by the time I'm in flower. I don't know until after I harvest. And every time I harvest, I'm in 1 gallon pots. It's not like I'm in 5 gallon pots or beds or anything. I'm in 1 gallon pots. If you can't fill the root ball out of a 1 gallon pot, you're gonna need to register some other stuff that you're doing. It's a 1 gallon pot. It's not hard to fill out the root zone of that. And there's nothing I'm gonna do that's gonna give it any more roots than it already got. It's only 1 gallon worth of medium. It's gonna fill that up in a week or two. After that, I'm just trying to keep up with what the roots drink.
Hey, Beach Coast.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys, have y'all ever seen something like this? Now, this is on the Bacciao, Gelato 41. You see the color of that stem? That purple?
Oh, yeah.
The stems are purple. It's like lavender. It's not burgundy, it's lavender.
Do you think it's just a strain?
I never grew it this long. It seemed like the longer it's growing in the pot, the more differences I'm seeing. Like this shit is in veg, and look what it's doing. It's just
this is in veg.
This is veg. It's crazy.
Do you think they got too cold?
It's just like a few different leaves. But it's really weird how it's like violet, man. It's not burgundy or nothing. It's not cold. I keep it 78 in there. Every other plant is fine, but the Bacciao does different shit. It's a finicky strain.
Like someone said it looks like lockout.
Lockout of what?
I don't know. I've never had nutrient
Everybody
lockout.
always say lockout, and I don't ever understand that.
I have no idea. I've never had nutrient lockout.
I don't even think I can get nutrient lockout. I don't feed like that.
Oh, my man said the ice cream cake does this.
Yeah, it's really weird, but I like it. I like the difference in it.
That
It's
looks
unique.
like it kind of looks like mag.
Yeah, I don't add no
Any-
magnesium, calcium,
Do
or
you-
magnesium in there.
No, you need to if you're using tap water because they're getting too much calcium and no magnesium. They need it.
Okay, I'll add
You have
some on the next
one,
reservoir.
yeah, 1 gram of Epsom salt per gallon.
Yeah, that's what I got to do. So I got to fucking order some more Epsom salt.
That's
That's what
definitely
I've been
mag.
wanting to do, and
Anytime you
No.
see purple in the middle of where the veins are like that, it's mag.
okay.
So since you're using tap water and it has calcium already in it, they're gonna need mag with it.
Well, now I can finally find out if that's really what it is. The correction. Because
Yep, you'll see. Add some Epsom salt to them. Not only are they gonna be happier and green up right away, you're gonna see that disappear.
okay.
I just
Cool.
went through. I just
I'll
went through
come
it
back
recently.
next week and hopefully I can tell you guys something different about it.
Yeah,
But it
just
looks
one
cool. It looks
1
fucking
gram per
dope to
gallon.
me.
Yeah, hell yeah. Now it gives you an idea what's gonna happen to it in flour if you
Oh
didn't
yeah,
know
they
already.
purple. They get purpler and purpler in there.
Someone asked me, how much volume of water do you feed 1 gallon pots? I don't know how much. Yeah, I don't know how to answer that question.
I
They
could
get
tell them. 300 to 500 milliliters.
yeah, that that sounds about right.
No, I'm serious though. I'm serious. It's about 300 to 500 milliliters, depending on how heavy you want to go in the water. Because you could do a water and fucking just reach the top of the plant. But if you want something to pour out, do a little 500 milliliters.
Yeah, I never checked it. They get 2 or 3 minutes of water depending on how fast they're drinking, and that's it. I think of it like minutes now because it's on a timer, so you have to think of it like minutes.
Yeah. And
I don't know exactly how much that is.
And who wants to waste time with a measuring cup at the end of the fucking thing and seeing exactly how much water is coming out of the damn
Yeah,
hose,
just to
man.
see how many milliliters it is. I don't know.
I think if I did do something like that, I would fuck up the growth. Because I'll tell myself this can't be enough water. This can't be enough.
And it don't look like enough when you do it.
It doesn't, but it is.
It is. Everybody be
really
like, nah,
is.
bro, your plants need like 5 minutes of water a day in an open flow. Everything would be drenched. No.
Yeah, 5 minutes in an open flow, the floor would be wet, everything
Everything.
wet. When I was
Half your
watering,
res empty.
when I was watering for 1 minute and then a minute later, fucking floor would be wet.
Yeah, that's why I do
That's
2
just
minutes
1
when the
minute a
lights
day.
come on. Yeah, 2 minutes when the lights come on. That's what they get. Boom, done.
So here we go, Chris. Chris said phosphorus lockout. Notice when I said they're not burgundy, they're not red. Burgundy, red, phosphorus lockout.
Purple, magnesium
Purple,
lockout.
different.
It's magnesium lockout. It's the same thing everyone noticed when they started running LEDs, that not only do you need warmer temperatures, they're gonna eat more magnesium. And that's why Jax gives you Epsom salt. Magnesium,
Yeah.
calcium,
And that keeps
magnesium.
everything right. That keeps everything right.
And that's why people were saying that it probably won't dissolve when we use it with tap water, because on top of the calcium that's in the water, it's probably a different form of calcium than they're giving us, and they're trying to bind, and that's not gonna work.
Okay, so that's what I need to do though. Just order some more. As soon as we get off, that's what I do. Order some more Epsom salt.
Yep, that's it. Shit, if you go into any of the stores tomorrow, you could just pick up a bag.
Yeah, I just like ordering shit. I don't know.
Yep, me too.
Amazon got me spoiled in the motherfucker.
Yep, come right to my door.
Yeah, why go anywhere?
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah, root health to me depends on if you can dial that water and the feedings in. That's it. Nothing, and it's nothing that you're feeding. If they're getting NPK, they're fine.
Yeah.
NPK. As long as they're getting NPK, they're fine. Usually there's enough calcium in your base formula. Add some Epsom salt if they need anything else. Boom, you good.
Yeah, Epsom salt's a game changer.
Yep,
And it's
because we used to be paying for CalMag and we wondering why it's not fixing the issue. It's not fixing the issue because there's not enough mag in the CalMag.
that's true. Every time I heard about CalMag, you need some more CalMag. I add more and I don't see shit. If
Yeah, I know.
anything, I see it get worse.
Yeah, because now you're getting calcium toxicity because not only is there calcium in your water, you're adding calcium to your water, but there ain't enough magnesium for all that calcium.
Yeah, that's why usually in every reservoir, I always had Epsom salt and put it in there. Always.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
as of late, I ran out and forgot.
That was
That
the
happens to me
problem.
sometimes.
That was the problem with milk does the bones good. Milk builds strong bones. That's why they couldn't say that no more because they knew that it was loaded with calcium and no magnesium. So now it'll start to leach calcium off your bones. You wind up with bone density problems, loss of hair, and all sorts of shit because there was no magnesium. It's the same thing with plants. Most of the time there is enough calcium. They just need more magnesium.
Yeah. Now, do you think that mycorrhizae does help the roots though? Like, in a sense, like
I'm in a 1 gallon.
is it something that we might not be doing right to make it work?
I'm in a 1 gallon pot. I don't know how many more roots I could have. Like it ain't much more roots that I could have other than what's there.
I feel it.
And like I can't even squeeze the root balls at the end of harvest because there's like if you in 1 gallon pot, you can't save cocoa and reuse it. There is no more cocoa afterwards.
Exactly.
It's so wrapped up in the root ball. By the time you empty it out, there's no cocoa left. Like this, you'd be wasting your time. I don't know if I could get it much better than that.
Yeah.
No. 1 gram of Epsom salt per gallon. That's what you need. 1 gram per gallon.
Yep, 1 gram a gallon.
And
That's
it
it.
lasts forever. Like if you get a
Yeah.
big bag of Epsom salt, you're only using 1 gram for a gallon. It lasts forever. And it's your best friend. I'm telling you, the way they used to tell you CalMag is your best friend. No, Epsom salt is your best friend.
Yep,
I've
Epsom is the one.
never used CalMag.
Magnesium sulfate.
Magnesium sulfate. That's all they need. If you look at the back of any one of your nutrients, you're gonna see that it has calcium in it at the same ratio that's on the bottle of CalMag.
Man.
Hygro Group showed me that when he was looking at the back of the bottles, it was like you see there's enough calcium in this, you see it's enough phosphorus in this, you see there's enough potassium in this, up this or up this. And
Yep.
then it hit me, okay, if they got enough calcium but the stems are turning purple, they need more magnesium. So give them more magnesium. Epsom salt. We just didn't know that magnesium was Epsom salt. I know I didn't.
That's all. Once you figure that out, then it's like,
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So they've been
Yeah.
selling me Epsom salt and calcium. Okay. They was eating.
Yeah. Some shit
Good
from
fucking
Walgreens.
idea. Good idea.
Some shit from Walgreens, man.
Because I noticed also that my plants outdoor don't need it.
They don't what?
They don't need Epsom salt.
They don't.
But if your plant is turning yellow and you put some Epsom salt down by the root zone and you water it in, it will green back up. Even like your trees, everything.
Can you overdo Epsom salt?
I don't know.
That is the question.
I don't know. That's a good question. I've never seen somebody use too much.
And how do you mix your Epsom salt?
I put it in and stir it.
Warm water works best, yes?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I do it in cold water because I ain't got no choice and I got to mix that shit for a while. I just be sitting there stirring for a while.
Yeah, warm water damn near dissolve as soon as it hits it.
Yeah.
You'll see them floating and dissolving at the same time, and then you give it a nice stir. Boom, gone.
Now, what time do you add your Epsom salt? Do you add it after you add your other nutrients? Or is
Yeah,
that the
normally
last thing you do?
it's usually the last thing, but I don't know why.
Just something, because you look at it as an additive, and when you hear the word additive, you look like, okay, we adding this to the normal recipe, so do the normal first, and then add the rest in.
Yep. And the craziest thing is I weigh them out first. So it's not like I can't just do them in any order. I can do them in any order I want to. It's just normally always 1, 2, CalMag, Epsom salt. Boom. Done.
Yeah.
I don't know why I do it like that.
I think with Jack's, you got to do the hydro first, then the Epsom salt, then the cow night.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was an order either.
Yep, that's how you gotta do it.
Yeah, I found that out late.
Yep, so I could have fucked some shit up too.
Yeah, definite. And it said something too about phosphorus. If you're using a nutrient that has a high phosphorus, when the calcium hits the phosphorus, it crystallizes and won't dissolve all the way. I read it on their website. And then I thought about it, like so many factors could have been, like, besides the fact I use raw phosphorus is strong as shit, raw potassium is strong as shit. I'm using tap water. Who knows what that did? So it could have been a mixture of things.
Mixture thing.
But I'd rather just use something that's much easier that I don't have to risk those kind of problems. It's just V1, V2, boom.
Yeah. Hey, everybody in the chat, can y'all do me a favor? I need you guys to do me a favor. I want you to be honest with me right here and tell me how much zips cost in your area.
Do I start?
What they're going for in your area. I'm talking about top shelf. I'm talking about the shit that
top shelf.
The top shelf. The good.
Between
and
between 2 and 300.
Between 2 and 3?
Yep.
Okay.
You'll hear some people attempt 350, but for the most part, between 2 and 3.
2 and 250?
There's some threes, definitely.
2 and 3, right?
Yeah, there's definitely some threes out there.
Okay, but
like
that's
white runts. White runts you're gonna get for 3. Some people will do 350.
God damn! Just a boss said 500.
I need to move there. Put the state like.
put the city and state next to it. Just a boss. All y'all put the city and state next to it.
Yeah.
I want
300, 275, 350, 350, 400, 200, 300.
So I need to move.
Yeah, my Samson Legacy, he from my area, so same thing. Yeah, what's it going for out by you?
Shit, 150 to 200.
There's some 150s out here. I'm not gonna act like it's not, but top shelf, yeah, it's gonna be minimum 200.
Yeah,
minimum.
That's about right then though, because but it's like, what's the top shelf that y'all could get towards the top shelf that we could get out here? Like it's
getting it from out there.
It's not really like a low, medium, high. It's more like a mid, high, medium, low, mid, high, medium, medium. You know what I mean? So it's like
everybody from out here is out by there.
That's the thing. See?
Yeah, they're going out there. Yeah, none of them are getting this anywhere close. They're going out there.
California 250, San Diego. Yeah, that's about right. Top shelf, man. I mean, top shelf cookies and shit like that. They going for like 400 in the club. So it'd be about 200, 250 on the street.
Yeah, you know what I like about this? The farmer can actually make some money, and he hasn't been able to in a long time. It's been It's been fucked the grower for a long time. Like the numbers was so low. It's like, how do y'all even expect them to like live off this? Y'all don't even want to pay for the quality. Y'all don't even give a shit.
And we held it down. We held it down for y'all, and still here bringing in better genetics. Yeah. Now we know. Now we want the better money. Shit.
Yeah, you know what killed me was the term.
You know why we winning? Is because you getting ours fresher than you could go get them at the dispensary. You going to the dispensary, you about to get that old shit for more money than we got fresh. But you know what I mean? So we gonna win, man.
Of course, we have to. Ain't no way around it. That's why I hated the term rapper when everybody came out with the term like rapper weed. I said, this ain't no rapper weed. This is grower weed. Like somebody spent hours in a grow room, blood, sweat, and tears to do this. And you going to give the rapper who was looking for the grower the credit? No, we're going to give the grower the credit. The rapper was looking for him.
Yeah, and most of the hottest rappers come from places where they just look up to anything caliber.
Most of the rappers don't smoke good weed, so they didn't even deserve the title in the first place. I see what they be smoking. Most of them ain't smoking good.
Yeah.
A lot of them ain't. A lot of them going to the dispensary, so you know they not smoking good.
Yeah, a lot of them places, a lot of people there. I got some trees from Atlanta when I was out there, and it was like they just called it good gas. There's some good gas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got some, and I was like, it's cool. But all it was like some light depth, some good light depth OG. You know what I mean? Which ain't nothing wrong with it, but that's what they used to. They ain't used to no real indoor shit shining through the bag, frosty all over the. They ain't used to that. You know what I mean? So when they get that, they call it rapper weed because it's outpriced for a nigga on the street. That's why. Because only the rappers could afford it. You know what I mean? You send that shit to Atlanta. You send some top shelf to Atlanta. It's going for like 45 5 bands.
I've heard 6. You know? I've heard 6.
Yeah, I'm being low. I'm being low because I can't.
I've heard 6 for the A1. Like put it like this: the shit you took out of your greenhouse, that's A1 to them.
Yeah,
they not used to that. Like they get in the Asian depths.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they get in the Asian depths. Yeah, the platinum, the pre-98 Bubba. Yeah, the pre-98s. That's what they get.
Not the pre-98s.
They getting the pre-98. Yo, that shit just hit in Florida, yo. They was going nuts over that out there.
The pre-98
and the platinum.
I don't even see how that shit sound good. Pre-98. What the fuck I want that on?
Pre-98 Bubba. I was talking to one of the
platinum Bubba. The Asians killed the platinum Bubba. That shit look great.
Yo, we don't know. See, I think that's the first Asian GMO strain, bro. We don't know where that shit came from. All we knew is that they're growing it.
I ever seen in my life,
bro. They're growing it. Only they have it. We don't know who bred that shit. We don't know nothing about that strain, and they're the only ones with it.
Yep, platinum Bubba. I could not find that. No, they wouldn't give me a cut. Nothing.
Nothing. We don't even know where they growing it.
Man.
Bruh, we don't know where that strain came from. It just popped up out of nowhere like 4 or 5 years ago. And it's the same every single time. It never looked no different. It never smelled no different, no better, no worse. It's the same.
The same strain.
Years later,
they consistent.
They got packs on deck at all times.
Yeah.
I don't know how they doing this. That's some Monsanto. Because we don't even know who created it. We don't know the mother, the father. We don't know not a nan, not a nut about this strain. And still ain't seen nobody pop up with it.
Man. I ain't seen none of it. I ain't seen no cuts nowhere, no nothing.
Nothing. I never seen a seed get released with that name.
I remember when I first got it. I first got it like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
A little Asian partner, he was like, "Oh, I got a platinum Bubba right now." That's how he talked. I got a platinum Bubba. I'm like, "Let me see." I'm like, "Woo, this is it." I'm like, "Man, let me get 3."
Good number too.
Yeah, 17. It was 17 all day for me. Then it went down to like 16. I'm like, really? I'm killing the game out there, man.
Man.
Let me get some more of that.
Yeah.
I'm like, man. And then I'm like, I talked to him. I'm like, I'm about to make a trip. I'm gonna need some cuts. But he's like, I got you. As soon as I asked for them cuts, oh no, it's bad, man. They couldn't get no cuts.
No, can't get you this one.
Nah, and that's what. Yeah, on that other note that we was talking, not to say nothing, but that's what you know. That's what time it is.
Yeah.
But what's that? $500. You still ain't saying that $500, Just Boss. Where you at though? $500 for the zipper?
Yeah, that gotta be like Oklahoma or something.
What sergeant left you talking about? 1,400? Oh, hold on, Master. You said Oklahoma? Oklahoma got trees out there though. They should be cool, right?
Prices is still up. I think Texas numbers is still up too.
You know why it's still up? Because they don't know what the fuck they doing out there in dispensaries. They
ran out
there trying to grow some weed because it was cheap and illegal to get a license. They don't know how to grow.
Yeah, Vegas went through the same thing.
Yeah, they don't know what the fuck they doing.
Vegas went legal and it's mad boof out there. It's hard to grow. It's hard to grow out there. Like, imagine drying and 0% humidity.
What's the best dispensary across the nation? Who really got the fire? Let's just be honest. Cookies, right?
Jungle Boys.
Jungle Boys, LA.
Yes.
Not across the nation, though.
No. Jungle Boys, LA.
Across the nation is Cookies, right?
That's what they'll say.
They everywhere. They in Detroit.
Yeah.
They
okay. Yes. Now I get what you mean. Yes. Yeah. Cookies.
So Jungle Boys, that's the LA, California thing. Like the down south, they got that on lock. So the rest of the dispensaries can't compete with them at all.
No, not in any way, shape, or form.
They selling weed. The rest of the dispensaries are selling weed to teachers, veterans,
soccer moms,
social workers, soccer moms. chiropractors. You know what I'm saying? Fucking
Tourist.
yeah, tourist heavy on the tourism.
Yep.
And basically 18, and I'm not 18, but young 21-year-olds that just don't, you know what I mean? Just want to get high.
Yep. They wanted to go to California just for the experience. Wherever they land, they're going to the closest dispensary. Now, for the real smokers, they're going to the two places we named. And if
And
Cookies is available in more places, then of course Cookies is going to be the bigger brand.
yes, and if they're not going to there, they got a guy on the street with that fire.
Facts. Same
And that's
thing.
where they're going.
Yep.
Because you
That's how
can't
it's going to work.
compete, man. You can't compete. That
No.
that shit, the dispensaries did nothing but make us grow more fire.
Facts. All they made us do was step the game up.
To be on the level as the dispensaries or exceed the level of the dispensary.
Yep.
So, and you know how the streets get it. The streets gonna win all the time.
Oh
we
no,
gonna
they're
have
still
the better shit all the time, no matter what. The only
Facts.
thing about the streets is like not to be well, you know, the streets is okay. So I'm boom, 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 right? Can't keep it.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't want to pay the grower for it. They don't want to pay the grower for it.
It's gone. Once it's grown, it's gone. So then you forced to go to dispensary because the people with it is sold already.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? It's sold already.
Everybody had to step their game up. It was beautiful. It was like, okay, to compete with them, we're gonna have to outgrow them. We gotta outgrow. We gotta have quality or better. They're not gonna last eventually, especially if they give people the right to grow like nationwide. They won't be needed anymore. That's why I like the medical program. The medical program was okay.
The medical program was the best thing going.
That was the best thing because you could be a caregiver. You can all your customers turn into patients.
Everybody had a role. We all had good roles, and everybody was happy. It was perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine.
And if your stupid ass don't know how to go get a medical card, then you just ain't smoking in the dispensary. Okay.
That's a fact.
That's it. I mean, if that shit stayed like that, it would be. But you know what? I'm kind of happy it did it because we got strains now. It forced the breeders to really breed their ass off for competition with everybody. You see what I'm saying?
Brought the best out of them.
And then all that did was just trickle down. So now the streets got the heat. So the people that survived that whole recreation thing, we went in there.
Facts.
We went in
Facts. There. All you had to do was be able to stay consistent through that shit. And now it's lit. Like right now, it is lit. The COVID made it lit. That was the weird part.
COVID made shit. COVID.
Yo, people been home with their families. They ain't been home with their families in I don't know how long. People are well rested, looking good. They worried about their health now. They did like it did. So you know what it was? It was like nature was like, yo, y'all just need to chill for a minute. Just for a little while. Y'all doing too much. Y'all dying too quick. Y'all ain't even living no more. Here, just sit down for a little while. Enjoy the sunset for once.
Can't go outside, so we ain't stuffing ourselves no more. Trying to get all swole up and go do work outside. It's like you eat right. You could just and a quality time with the family is always good.
Yep.
You know, I suffer on that sometimes because I gotta be working.
I be busy
but
too.
My work, these kids gotta understand though. My work is to make sure their future is not gonna be so much work.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So you don't gotta do all that shit. So it's like we'll talk about that some other time. But
nah, you right. My son's 8. He won't work.
He won't work?
Yeah, he want to work.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, he wake up. He already because all the men around him. That's what they do.
And that's dope, man.
Yeah, that's what they do. Dope. So he knows I got to get up and work.
Yeah, what we doing today? That's what I want to hear. Like, what we doing today?
Yep. That's the first question. He ain't even open his eyes all the way. What we doing? What we did? Yeah. COVID has shit lit though. I ain't gonna lie. Prices skyrocketed. It seemed like the weed got a little better now that people have more time on their hands to actually be in the grow room, more hands-on. Like quality skyrocketed during COVID.
It really did, man.
Nobody got nothing else to do. You don't even want to go home. For what? I can actually stay in this room and do what I normally would have waited a day or two to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, it definitely had things lit. Whole
Christian
lot of
says, I buy at a couple hydro stores and a lot is sold out. Mexico buying everything. Big orders going out over the border. Commercial grows popping. Ah,
yeah, they trying to
yeah,
step out that Reggie market.
yeah. And they
They
have they
they got
got the
access to the
capacity to
strains.
do that.
Yeah, they got access to the gear.
Shit, they up here doing that shit already. I'm in California. This is Mexico, so they already here.
Oh yeah, hell yeah,
They already here, man. Pumping shit
definitely.
out.
Most of the blue
They
dream
messing.
coming from them.
No shortage either. They don't have no shortage, man.
Hell no,
It's like
they good.
I'm trying to model myself after them, but you can't because their workforce is so Mexican.
It's yes,
The dollar goes so far to them. Like I have
yes.
Mexicans on, like they work and stuff for me or whatever, and the dollar, the shit I give them is fair to me, but it's super fair to them. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yes,
It's like they're really happy, and I'm like,
and
cool.
they
I'm
gonna
like,
make it happen off of that.
yeah, yeah.
Look, we're gonna live together for a couple of years, and as we keep making money, each one of us gonna go and get our own crib. Within the next 5 years, we all gonna have our own crib, and we're gonna do it again. This
And
time
that's the
with
plan.
this
That's the
time with
plan we
5
all should
cribs.
model after.
Yeah, this time we're gonna do it with 5 cribs.
Yep. Best thing going.
Yep,
Best
and
thing
then
going.
and
And
then you just hire
they
family
don't
to
eat
work.
out like that.
No, they home cook meals all day, every day. Wife got to be home cooking.
Yep.
Barefoot, pregnant, and cooking. that's how we want her.
But she happy though.
Hell yeah.
She ain't tripping.
She
got
ain't
her
got the
mom
stress.
there. She got her sister there.
Exactly.
They chilling.
Exactly. Don't gotta go to no babysitters. Don't gotta do nothing. Call grandma. She want the babies.
Yeah.
They don't have to pay all. It's a lot of expenses we have that they don't have.
I got a guy. I trust. He's my trimmer, right? Like my trim. I guess he'll say my manager of the trimmer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, man, this dude had like a 90-year-old lady in here trimming one day. I'm like, damn,
Healthy as shit.
I'm like, damn. He's like, what's up? What's up? Got some soda? I'm like, damn, let me go get y'all some soda, man. They crazy, bud. They hustlers though.
Yes.
They hustlers, man.
They
She was
really
in here
about
like
their money.
trimming her ass up. Like, damn.
We be talking. They really with it. They don't talk. They just do
get
it.
Up and go.
They just do it. That's it. Oh, today I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do this, and by this time I'm gonna make this, and they do it,
bro. Next year I plan on like trying to build duplexes with a couple friends. Right, we're gonna start building duplexes out here.
Let's go.
Right. So here's the thing, though. I got a guy, Mexican guy, my friend now. We cool. We be talking all the time and shit. And he was like, you know, the house down the street from your house. And I'm like, yeah. He was like, my guy, they framed that in one day. I'm like, you lying. I'm like, you lying, man. He was like,
hell no.
He was like, he brought 11 guys and they framed it one day. I was like, how much you paying? He was like, I think I paid $800 that day. I'm like, oh my God. So that's what brought me on. That's what clicked in my head. Like, oh yeah, I know where it's going down.
And bro, and they wonder why people hire the Mexicans. Then they get mad at the Mexicans for no, they putting in work.
They putting in the work.
They putting in the work. No, one family, we gonna take the nephew, brother. We gonna take a couple people, and we got this.
Man, it's oh man.
Building is just normal to them. They live somewhere where everything they got, they built.
They had to work hard for it.
Yes.
As a child, man. As a child, you're out there hustling. And I be trying to tell my kids that, like, I used to go to Lucky's and steal candy bars and then walk up in the hills and fake selling candy bars like I'm selling it for school or something. Like, nobody taught me that shit. I'm out here hustling.
Nah, we still mow lawns. We shovel driveways. I do it all. I need all the money. All of it. Man. That's why every man needs a pickup truck.
I'll share it if you work it. If I work with me, we share it, man. Yeah. We're gonna get it popping.
Every man need a pickup truck.
Oh yeah.
Every man need a pickup truck. There's so much work you missing out on by just not having a pickup truck.
Yeah, I learned that. I learned that in Oakland. As soon as I bought this truck, I got a good deal on the truck. I bought it. I'm like, what you gonna do with the truck? And I'm like, man, you know, I don't even know, but I like this motherfucker, right? And before I know it, my phone started ringing. hey, can you help me move this bed over? Can you help me move? And I'm like, okay. So I'm getting 100 here, 100 there. I'm like, oh, this is having a truck in the city. You're gonna win because ain't nobody got no trucks like that in cities.
Nope.
Everybody want to be cute and be driving cars and shit. So when you
Yep.
got the truck, they calling you for everything.
Everything.
I got paid to take a lady grocery shopping. Just sit
Oh,
out there and wait for her. She gave
yep.
me $100 for that.
Load
I'm
it
like,
right in the
man, this
back.
shit is
Boom.
lovely.
Lovely. Lovely. And I didn't notice it
I'm drunk
until
the whole time, like idiot.
yeah, chilling. Yeah. Chilling. Yeah. I'm good. I'm
Telling,
gonna
man.
get this money real quick and I'm all right.
Man, that was cool, man. That was like that was real nice, man. Having
Hell,
that truck.
hell yeah. You need that. But yeah, they work for it, man. I still trim by myself and I'm working on that.
I mean, the only reason you trim on buying yourself because you probably just don't trust people to do your shit right.
Yep. I need
Or
grandmas.
want
I
people in
prefer
your
older
area.
ladies. I prefer
Huh?
older ladies. I'm trying to get people's mamas and grandmamas. Let me get them. They don't complain. They get the work done. If they're gonna take something, they just gonna tell you to your face, child, honey, I'm taking this. I'm cool with that. Dudes is hectic, man.
Yeah, I had this one lady. She'll just come in there and grab a bud, throw it in her pipe, smoke, and then start trimming. I'd be like, all right, do your thing, shit.
Cool. I'm
Do
all
your
right with that.
thing, man. Smoke that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why that's the people I'm looking for. Men cost a lot of money to feed. No, I'm good.
I feel you on that, man. Cause it's like out here is different, man. It's out here, believe it or not, there's actually a number you could call and they show up at your house.
It's a culture out there.
It's really a culture, and I
There's
love it.
generations of men don't dope. They were trimmers.
Yeah, I couldn't see myself like really getting down like this nowhere else, man. It's like
Nah, y'all got it good.
it's the place for it, man.
Yeah. Well, we need more unity. If we had more unity, it'd be a lot easier because I don't think other growers in my area have that problem.
Okay.
They could call their people in and get some trim work done. No
Okay.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And then it's like, you just really gotta be careful. You really do.
Yeah.
Like I'm really lucky, man. I can get this guy keys to my house and he's just gonna go in there and trim and leave. And then you know what I mean?
You
He ain't
keep
gonna
people
leave.
like
He ain't
that
gonna,
forever.
I'm saying he gonna go in there and trim and wait till I come back and then get his money and they happy as hell. And it's like, win the next time, win. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, they ready to
stay
go
ready.
again.
Stay ready, man.
Wet trimming isn't an option, bro.
If you wet trimming, you just hella bored, bud. Like you just want to see that
Yo,
kid what it's gonna look like. I can't wait
nah,
to see what it's gonna look like.
nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
I
good.
my partner wet trim. I'd be like, what the fuck you do that for? And then he say he don't pay the trimmers till after it dry. I'm like, bro, you creating a problem.
Facts.
You creating a problem, and they gonna hate you, and they gonna try to rip you off.
Boom.
Dry
If you
that
don't feed the
fucking
wolves gonna
pay them
eat.
when they're done.
It's a fact.
You can't do that, man.
No, hell no. And do you know how many times you're gonna have to pause for scissors, everything? You don't want to be going through that.
That's a waste of fucking time. I tell him that all the time. And he just won't change. He just, some older people don't change. They just keep doing the same old shit. Just like my grandma, just keep watching the news, believing that stupid shit. Like, damn, grandma, why do you keep believing this shit? Why you keep talking about this? Keep on believing.
Yeah, it's hard to get them out their ways, but it's good to have people like that you could just boom, here, get this job done for me.
Yeah, for real.
Wet trimming trash though. All the fiskars you got to go through, so sticky. Oh, hell no. I think I did that early on.
Yeah, I tried that stupid shit one time.
Man, I regret it. I
like,
never did it again.
I wasted like an hour of my life like doing. I was like, this shit.
And it take mad long. It take mad long.
You know what? I was high when I did it. And that's what make you just, how you be high and you do something, you just start tweaking over and just keep doing it. Then you look up like an hour pass, you be like, damn, I'm wasting my what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, whole plant, hang that shit, wait for it to dry, and then get to work. Depending on the size of your room, you may have to start when they're not fully dry, but by the time you're done, they'll be fully dry.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Yeah.
I wait, they be still a little moist, but I leave it in the room, let it dry out, keep on drying out. By the time they finish, everything By the time
Everything's
they
perfect.
finish, that shit gone.
Yeah, perfect. Boom. Yeah, you already got the lineup. As soon as that thing ready, it's out of here.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
You can't trust anyone. Yeah, if you can't trust nobody though, like if
Thug
you
it out.
like when I couldn't trust nobody, my girl was gonna trim. And
Yep.
I just, baby, you trimming. I mean, shit.
We gotta get this money.
I called somebody else over before you call your friend or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes I can get my little brother if he ain't busy or something like that. But listen, people go through a trim session one time and everybody not built for that.
The boy's too slow though. Like men is too slow.
Oh, I don't know if it's because we got big hands or what, but girls be flying through it.
And I ain't even gonna say men. I don't know, cause my amigos be running through that shit. But I don't know. Every time I have my type of like black dude with me, like me, man, I be looking at them. I'm like, what you keep smelling the weed for?
Yo,
motherfuckers keep smelling it, looking at it. I'm like, God, they ain't gonna never get done.
yo, this bud right here, bro. This shit look great, bro. You got 300 more of those. Just keep.
You're gonna see more and more. Keep going.
Yeah, hell no. Again, preferably that's why you'd want a team of ladies. They get to work.
Hell yeah.
Or some Mexicans if you could get them. They just work.
They working, man.
And you live in Mexico pretty much, so man, I know it's
pretty
very
much.
accessible. Yeah.
Yeah. Hella Mexican restaurants. That's all they do is use that, funnel their money through, and they just win, man. They just got that force. They just got that force to win. So it's like in the future, it's gonna be Mexican at the top. They coming back.
Yeah.
They're gonna be at the top. They're gonna outwork everybody, and they already all the contractors, like not contractors, but all the construction workers, cement masonry, all them is Mexicans. So it's like, it's crazy, man.
And you got to think that's just that's not even a skill set to them. Like,
whoa,
of course I know how to do that. What the hell is wrong with you? Like, you don't know how to do that? Like, yeah, it's second nature to them. Like, they'd be surprised you can't build a house. Like, what? You don't know how to build a house? You just frame it and do this and do that? No, I don't know how to do that. What the
yeah. I had one guy when I was doing the remodel. He was doing the lathering. You know, like the lather, like the sheetrock and everything, the mud taping. And he was like, hey, if you grow next year, that big tree gonna be in the way, man. I do tree trimming too. Yeah, and I do the I can fix your porch and make a cement porch. I'm like, God damn. You fucking one-stop shop.
And our kids leave school and our kids leave
big money too.
That's where the money is.
Yeah.
That's where the biggest money is. No matter what you about to do, no matter what you about to do, you need them.
You said what?
No matter what you about to do, you need them. You want to build a business, you want to decorate the business, you want the patio done, you gonna need them.
Landscaping, be immaculate, all that shit.
Yep.
I asked my brother one day, I was like, want to start a little landscaping business, like just like clearing yards and shit. I could use the truck for it. We go out there and just do the yards. Like, man, I'm cool off landscaping, being out there, hot allergies. I'm cool, man. I'm like, we ain't gonna never be nowhere. You know what? I'm just gonna stick to growing and leave all these other extracurricular plans alone because I'm not gonna have no help.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna have no help. So I'm just gonna continue being solo growing and have my brother help me with that.
Yep.
And other than that, it's not worth nothing else, man. We don't have the manpower to have people work with us that we want to work with us. They don't want to work.
Yeah, yo, bro, you bugging. First off, Mexico is gonna take over. You bugging.
Hold on, what do you say? Hold on.
It's my boy. He said Africans built pyramids as well. Mexico not taking shit over. Yes, they are.
Yeah,
listen, white people would not be mad at Mexicans for no reason. They taking the jobs. That's the truth. That's the truth. The real rich people with the cigars sitting in the room, they angry.
Yeah, and
they putting in work, especially anywhere near them. Like if you're talking anywhere down south, like borderline Mexico, all that, they are putting in the work.
It's not a game, man.
And my area is Guyanese people because something happened and they gave them like grants to come here and rebuild where I'm at. It's nothing but Guyanese people and they work the exact same way. Same exact way. Not only do they own the cribs, the person that's doing an inspection is a part of their family. The person that's doing the plumbing is a part of their family. Like it's the same thing.
You gotta love it, man.
Yeah, I be trying to copy them. I'm like, man, we gotta get on that same type of time, man. Because they do it in no time. They come here 10 years later, they lit.
And they understand that grinding, man. It's that grind.
You got to cover all the bases where the money and to think that our kids in America, they leave school after 13 years, they could barely fill out a job application without their parents' help.
Yeah, I think like in this Western world, like if you was born in America, you've been like brainwashed to have sex all the time.
Yep.
Like that's your motive is sex, like sexiness and sex and sex and sex.
Everything.
And it's like that's the type of shit that makes you lazy. Like that's the laziness. Then you got kids and you can't take care of them because you keep looking at ass all day and then you cheating because you know what I'm saying. So it's like
it causes so many problems.
It brings you down, man. And in these other countries, the men leave. Bye, woman. I'm out. I got shit to do all day.
I got to go get the money for the family every day.
I'm out. I'm about to go do this. And I'm not about to sit at home and watch your thick ass keep walking back and forth.
No,
I'm not. I gotta leave.
I gotta go.
It's crazy, man. You really gotta like for people here that really want something out of life, you can't think like that. You gotta be laser focused, man.
Hell yeah.
You gotta really be focused on.
You know what I do? I study the other cultures and how they use culture to make their money. Like a 20-year-old Mexican, he knows way more skill sets than a 20-year-old American by far.
Fuck yeah.
And he knows the things that will really make him money. Construction will make you money. Sheetrocking, money.
Even the little things though. Even the
cutting hair
installations, installations, window tinting, just hellish everything.
Barbers, they're some of the best barbers too.
Oh hell yeah.
But they've been cutting their own hair since who knows how long. Since they was kids. They watched their father do it. They watched their grandfather do it. It's their culture at this point, just to be efficient in that. I'm trying to make it our culture to be efficient in something too.
Man.
Because what are we known for?
Who known for? Americans?
Yeah, expect Black Americans too. What are we known for?
Black Americans are known for the biggest thing in the world. We just don't own it, and that's hip hop.
Boom.
That's it. We just don't own it.
Hip hop dictates the entire world.
At it, and we move the culture with that. We just don't own it, and that's the part that fucking pissed me off. All these punk ass, rich ass rappers don't have a jewelry store. Where the fuck is the jewelry store at?
Nope.
Like you don't have nothing to I don't want to get into that. That shit pissed me off, man.
You don't want to sell your culture back to your culture?
Man, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's nonsense. And they just like you said, not a jewelry store. I never even thought about that till you just said it. And that's a shame.
I always think about that because I'm seeing all these happy ass fucking black people, my people. I see you too happy in the jewelry store with diamonds on.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, so you got enough money to afford that. So all your friends got money like this too. Mm-hmm. So why don't you figure out how to import those diamonds from your mother country?
Yeah.
And get your money on. Hire one of them. You don't know how to design and place this and set the shit. Hire one of them. Put somebody in place to learn it from them. And then pay them well so they teach your people. And now you open your own shit. And then
now you got a chain of them.
Whoever not fucking with you, we calling y'all out.
Boom.
Like
it's so simple. Killer Mike pointed it out when he said that gang members don't even make their own bandanas.
Come on, man. That was the best show on Netflix.
That was crazy.
Of life. That was my favorite. I was like, where the fuck is the next season at?
That was
great,
real.
Man.
That was real.
A Crip and Blood corporation? Why not? You got look, this is how simple it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
We get as gang members, we got all kind of gang members. You got all these people in the neighborhood, but you don't own the fucking liquor store?
What?
What's your problem? Kick them out.
You don't own that corner store? You don't own
to leave.
There's no soul food restaurant, nothing?
That should be gang operated. If that's a gang, that should be gang operated, protected by the gang. Ain't nobody touching this. We winning.
Hell's Angels
Keep
go to
spreading
their
that
own
out.
bars. Hell's
It's so
Angels go
much
to their
shit,
own
man.
bars.
It's so much, man.
Yeah, and we just missing all the money. That's the money right there. Like you, that's the money. What's your hood? You ain't made a T-shirt yet.
We still think that we can get rich off cocaine and
Yep.
heroin and all that shit. Like that shit is given to us to fuck us up. It's given to us.
Yeah.
It's not like cannabis where we actually creating something and doing something and maneuvering it how we doing it, and it's from a natural aspect.
Yeah.
We're given some shit that we don't even own no labs to create.
Nothing. No
I could
black
see
person
if I
was
could see
sitting
if
there
we
with.
had labs. I could see if we had poppy fields, poppies in the indoor, and we selling this shit. I can understand it now.
Yeah.
But we getting this shit from them, and then we fucking ourselves up, and we in prison. Like, come on.
Yeah. And then they say that they won't sell it in their own community. They'll come to ours and do it.
KS, hold on, KS. Crabs in the bucket syndrome. Facts. Gangsters with felonies can't own anything legally. Wrong. This is how
Wrong.
you do it. You're a
Wrong.
gangster with a felony, right? You know what you do? You start your own legal entity formed as a corporation and use that to do everything.
It's called the trust.
That's what you do. You use that for everything.
Everything.
So if you can't do it, and a LLC is usually a like a sole proprietor LLC, so it'd be like a owner LLC. So what you want to do is get a multi-person LLC, and the other person be a clean name.
Boom.
That's how you do that, or you just do S corporation, and that takes it all the way out. It ain't nobody name. It's just the S corporation name when you operate through that. So it's always ways around it. We just don't have the knowledge to fuck with it. And don't say yes on the LLC. LLC is trash.
Facts.
LLC is trash. That is nothing but sole proprietorship. You get taxed at the same rate as self-employment. That's trash. Trust me, It's trash. If you don't have enough money or enough business to do S corporation, then just keep grinding. Don't even worry about it until you get up there.
You'll get there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my favorite shit though, the business shit. I love that shit. I just don't talk about it because it's like a waste of time.
Nah, I love economic freedom. That's always my thought. Economic freedom.
Yeah.
That's the key to everything.
Man.
Financial literacy.
Even if you fucking up, it's good to know how you fucking. You know what I mean?
You can avoid it.
Like at least you know that car is depreciating, but you just wanted it. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, at least you made a conscious decision. You weren't brainwashed into that decision. You made a conscious decision to do that.
Like I told my daughter, she was 19 or 20 when she bought her first car. She bought a Nissan, Nissan Altima shit car. Yep. 14 grand. She wanted it so bad. I'm like, if you wait for 2 months, I'll get you that same car and for like six grand. So you just put your five, so you put your 5 down and I'll put the other down. She was in such a rush, and now she still owed $12,000 on that car, and she damn near getting tired of it. You know what I mean? So people don't want to listen until they go through it. So now after this, I bet she'd be talking something different. You know what I mean? But you got to go through what you got to go through just to get it out your system. You know, I bought a $10,000 quad when I moved up here because everybody was riding dirt bikes. I'm like, man, this shit fun as hell. That was the dumbest purchase of my life. But I got it out of my system. And I still got the quad. It's a 4x4. So when I get acres, it's actually a tool now.
Yep.
So it wasn't a dumb purchase. It was just wasn't thought out really.
It wasn't timely.
I mean?
Yep. It wasn't timely. Yeah.
For real, man.
Yeah, but in the cannabis game, if you don't understand finances, you already lost. Like you have to be able to run numbers in this quick.
Yep.
As you're harvesting, as you're going through everything, you need to be like boom, 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 boom. Okay, boom. I need this to be able to do this. I need this is going. Okay, boom. Got it.
I like that corporation talk though, KS. Says shit. If you have a felony in my state, you can't even get an apartment unless you have an LLC or corporation. You know what the best thing about that is? That forces a felon to be so sharp now, because now he has to operate how. I don't like saying white people. I like saying the other class of people have been operating forever. They operate through a business.
Criminal or no criminal.
Shit. They're
No.
not the ones you're going to sue when something goes wrong. You're going to sue that business, so that business is liable for it. And then
Yes.
what do? You cut your losses, and then you open up another S
Another
corp. You can
business.
open
That's
them
it.
up every fucking day.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when you can learn how to operate like that, you kind of freeing yourself.
Facts.
You freeing yourself. You know what I mean? You just you put your and then that makes you start to read more. It makes you start to understand what's really going on, how America is really a corporation.
Corporation. Your number's
It
right on the
operates
QSIP,
just
right
like
on your
that.
birth certificate.
They're not liable for anything.
Nothing.
You could come to them with all you want to. Okay,
We ain't got no money.
nothing. We're in debt.
Our
We're
money's in
debt,
England.
Bro.
Our money's owned by England.
In debt.
Yeah, with mad people.
Yeah. So yeah, and the thing about S corps is federal. That's every state. That goes to every state. The LLC is some state shit.
That
So
state.
you don't even really want to think about LLC. Like I said, if you ain't got it enough yet, then just wait for it.
Yep.
Yeah, man, there's ways to get around this.
You got to start somewhere. So some people just LLCs, what everyone always throws out. So I know y'all probably gonna go for it. Get it out your system.
No, I went for the LLC first too. And
Me too.
I really did it because I wanted the book. You know, they sent a nice book. They sent some shares. They sent, it made me feel good when I opened my store up. And I was feeling real good about it. Then I'm like, end of the year, I'm like, damn, I paid $100 for this. I'm like, like, and my taxes still the same as it would have been.
Still the same.
What the fuck am I doing?
Yep.
So you
I
really
don't even need this.
that.
I don't need this. I need something that's bigger. So I just need to work longer.
LLCs are good for real estate.
Very good for real estate.
They're good for real estate. You put an LLC on your homes or apartment buildings on each separate one, just in case somebody fall or whatever, they can't sue you and sue the rest of the houses not linked to it, stuff like that.
That's how people like 50 Cent are able to claim bankruptcy, and everybody was like, oh, he's broke. He doesn't own anything. No. You guys just don't understand how this works. Yeah. You guys don't know how this works. That's
they don't.
Yeah. So I get it. That's your first assumption. If he's filing bankruptcy, that means he doesn't have any money, and that means he doesn't have any assets, because when they listed his assets, it was just jewelry and shit. Smart man. Very smart man.
Yeah, I'm broke. I'm pulling up in a Maybach. I'm broke. Okay.
I'm broke. Yeah, and I'm gonna pull out $1 million. I'm gonna pull out $1 million in cash right after we done with this lawsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got me. Talk your shit. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you ain't getting the portion of what you thought you was gonna get. So here, because I don't own anything. You know what it is? Black people are always taught ownership. So we think of the first things that's, oh, this is mine, and I want to be in full control of this. So LLC. Or let me put everything in my name, or let me put my face on everything that I'm doing. Like there's some things I do I don't put my face on.
Yeah.
You don't need to know who's behind this. Just buy the product.
And we all fall to that though. I'm definitely horrible at that shit. And I'm learning now, like on new things that I start, like it's not gonna be my face to it. It's just gonna be a business. And that's how it should be, just a business. Leave you out of it, because then they hold that business to your standard. They want to talk to you like it's just you. I know it's you. No, you don't. No, not this time. No, you're not going to. And that's how it's supposed to be.
Too much access takes away from the greatness.
Yeah.
Like Michael Jackson was really special because you was lucky if you ever seen him.
Michael Jackson was one of the smartest people out.
Yo. Oh my God. Yo.
He's a psych out king, man.
Yo. That dude is something. Like I heard about the real Michael Jackson, not the one y'all know. The real Michael, gangster. Gangster. The way he moved was crazy. I bought these masters back, and then while I'm looking through the catalog, I noticed that some of my friends' masters was a part of this catalog that I bought. So I'm gonna give him back all of his masters for free.
Yeah.
Gangster
shit, man.
Yeah, like the way he moved was crazy.
Yep, unfortunately that got him killed though.
I know.
So a lot of times we get so smart and we do stuff and
get caught slipping.
We don't have the gang behind us. We don't have that intelligence gang.
See, no, because all they got to do is say one thing about us, and that's it.
Yeah, just like Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke was a motherfucking gangster. Look,
mm-hmm.
They got a publishing company. Look,
yeah.
He was
For real with it.
You know what I mean? He was serious about his shit. And
Yeah,
then he got shot up by a hooker. Okay.
all right. Yeah,
Okay.
sounds about right.
Here's another fucking story they got to throw on us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that adds up perfectly. Gotcha. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, but we can definitely start doing more financial literacy talks on here. We don't mind that. We're gonna have the smartest cannabis chat room out here. We go yeah.
For real.
They gonna
might have to start like a Patreon though for somebody.
Oh
some
yeah.
Stuff, 'cause it's some stuff that I want to talk about that I really can't talk about on YouTube that'll help a lot of people out. And
Patreon.
I can't say it. You know what I mean? If I say it, that's gonna come back and hurt me. So
Yeah.
we got to figure that out. But
Hell
it'll
yeah.
help out. It'll help out some people, really. On the LSU, okay, y'all still on that S Corp and C Corp and LLC talk. I'm glad y'all talking about that though. That's
Exactly.
really great. Keep your minds in the right direction. Maybe you'll look it up, watch a couple videos on it, see if it's for you or not.
Take you on a whole new path.
Yeah, you know, that's what we need to be. You don't need to be hiding shit in the shoebox. You know what I'm saying? You can do your thing, man.
That's a fact.
Well, it's been a good one.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you everybody for joining in. Make sure that you drop a like
Hold
because
on. Hold on.
Let's go.
I still got grants to give away.
Oh shit. Y'all better hope y'all stayed in here.
I still got grants to give away. I got another pack of grants, mystery pack. It's not really a mystery to me. You know what I mean?
It's the mystery though.
It's fire in here. Pop you a couple. They free anyway. You feel me? You might as well pop them. If they free beans, you should just pop them.
Pop them.
A lot of shit come out of freebies, man. You be fucking surprised, man.
My grape runts came out of freebies.
Come on. You know what I'm saying?
Can't beat that. But go ahead. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. So go ahead.
All right. So we're gonna start this off just like we did last time. I'm only going by how it reads on the comment section that I'm looking at. And let me get somewhere real quick. Come on. Get to the generator. How many people we got in here? 23 times 2, 50. All right, pick a number between 1 and 50. First one with the number, you got it. Pick a number between 1 and 50. First one that gets the correct number wins the grams. So go ahead and get that started.
Let's go.
Coming to you tomorrow. It's all good. They'll be out tomorrow. All you got to do is pick that right number between 1 and 50.
And go.
And it's starting up. Okay. I think it's going to be quick. I think it's going to be quick today. I think somebody thinking good right now. They got the numbers in their head, wondering how them LLCs and corporations.
Man,
you know
yeah.
For real. Got the numbers.
They thinking numbers right now.
Yeah,
KS, what you saying good luck for? You better put a number in there too.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Keep going.
Whoa. Close, man. KS put 100. That was funny, man. There ain't that many damn numbers, man, between 1 and 50.
Yeah, they should have hit this already.
Come on, man.
There's 22 people in here. That's almost half of 50 right there.
That's why I did the 50. I'm like, come on, y'all got this. Da-na-na-na. Mature Mac. You got it. Number 8. Then you got smart too. You went 7, 8, 9. Like, yeah, he's going up. You got it.
Yeah.
Mature Mac. You got it.
Boom.
So all you got to do is send an email to laboriouscannabis@gmail.com. I'll go ahead and write it in there for you.
I was gonna have the moderator do it. Great job, everybody. I know y'all was glad y'all stayed in here for that.
Yep, Mature Max, send an email with your shipping information. I'll get that out to you tomorrow. But you got to pop them, man. If I don't hear you ain't popped them in a couple weeks, man, I'm kicking you out of this live. All right, you ain't coming back.
You through. Yeah. You through.
Nah, it's all love. You can just hold on to them, do whatever you want, man. It's free. It's to you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's been a good one right here, man. I'm kind of glad we got into that other topic and start talking about some other things because it's all a part of this.
Yep.
It's all a part of this. If you're really into it, then you're probably going to be doing it and you will have money coming in. And you need to know what to do with your money.
Yes.
You need to know some kind of ways to, so we'll come up with some kind of way we could do that.
Facts.
We'll start working on that.
Yep. But people, likes. We need the likes. The likes go a long way and make sure that more people are able to see the stream so we can get more people involved, take this to the next level. We got some great things coming up for y'all this year. The podcast is it's gonna be great. You guys just stay tuned. You see, we got the giveaways going. We're gonna keep this going every Sunday. Frosty, any last words?
Last words. What do I got to say, man? Nothing. Tomorrow starts a new week for a lot of people. Just keep your head on the right path and keep doing your thing, man. Try not to let nobody distract you. It's a lot of distractions on the internet, on these fake ass funny politics. There's a lot of distractions. Don't worry about that. I used to tell myself all the time and tell my wife, how your family doing? And she was like, oh, we good. I'm like, okay, then that's all the fuck you should be worried about. All that other stuff, ain't nothing to even worry about. Don't even worry about it. All right? Peace.
Yep. Like, subscribe, comment. You already know. Beast Coast, baby.